Hey guys, Chaos here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. And as you can see here, we are in a dream sequence. Also, I noticed last time I was like, oh, I'm gonna turn on the music, and then I realized that I wasn't actually recording system audio. So smart. This is another good music piece, though. But, as you can see, we speak in dots, and suddenly we're wondering where we are, which is a rather good question. And suddenly, Captain Obvious emits himself from the ground and explodes into your face. Oh. Apparently there's a presence in the distance, for I lurk in every shadow. Is it someone I know, yet can't remember? Ooh, the drama! I love this! This is my favorite music out of any Pokemon game. Let's go check our mailbox. Holding B lets you run normally. Just come out here, check in the mailbox. Sadly, it's empty. Sadly, no. Sadly, no. Emptier than your mother's vagina. Now that I'm thinking about that, that was terrible. Well, truth, we aren't that well known. But here, let's see, we are moving on to Pokemon Square. It's just over to the left here. Surprisingly, we haven't visited it yet. But this is our first time in Pokemon Square. This is pretty much the main hub of the game outside of your house. Here we're going to be going over the shops and just places here. This is the Kecleon shop. It's really the only shop here. The green one will sell items, like potion or like orange berries, seeds. We'll go over. We've already done the seeds. Seeds have multiple effects, such as status effects, or allow you to breathe fire. Let's see. Here's max elixirs and stuff like that. The blue one, what's it called? The purple one has orbs and TMs. Fell City Bank, which lets you pretty much just save your money. It's a bank. Gulpin is where you link moves. We'll go over linking a little bit more once we get down there. Basically, when you use two moves at the same time, so you put like something that lowers the stats, like Tail Whip and Tackle, and then you link them together, and when you do that, when you go to use them, you use Tail Whip and Tackle. And you get more XP, so it's good. Yeah. And here is Kangaskhan storage. It's pretty much like the bank, except they'll store your items. Pretty much, if you store something there, you can't lose it. If you die in a dungeon, you lose all your money and what's your stuff. And then there's also the Pelipper post office. But instead of that, let's go talk to Kecleon. You can find more Kecleon in just rent dungeons. There's a few in dungeons. Let's see what he has to buy. Oh yeah, cool. Just pressing the B button opens up your menu, choosing your item, who's on your team, and just there's also hints. Just yeah. Coming down here, talk to Kangaskhan to store some stuff. Using LNR, you can select more than one item. Let's see. That'll do. I'm gonna take out another apple. It's just good to have them. Sadly, you can really only take things out one at a time when you're taking stuff out, so it gets kind of annoying. But oh well. See, coming over here, we talked to Gulpin. Gulpin pretty much just lets you link your moves. Let's see. Pretty much what... Let's see. There we go. That'll do. I'll be using... That's going to be my link move. No. Gulpin will also let you remember moves. Let's see. talking to him, and you can remember stuff, but you don't have any moves that we need to remember right here. That's useful for when you evolve Pokemon, but that won't be happening for a long time. Here are some residents of, what's it called, Pokemon Square. We have Bellsprout here, who's in a forest fire. Blastoise and Feraligatr are part of a team that we will meet later in the game. Post office. Snubble is kind of a Snubble. I don't know if it's male or female, but they're nice. Yeah, everyone's just talking about these natural disasters. It's crazy, man. And coming up here, we have Whiscash Pond. Whiscash tells you is just pretty much the elder, or just the wise old man of the village. Oh, speak of the devil, we already had to save someone. Pretty much, as you progress through the game, different events happen. And, well, yeah. There's just different things that go on. Store. Trust me, you're going to want to save up your money for a little while. You'll see why. It's a town that we have. There's a shop that opens up that we haven't actually been able to get to yet. But this is the Pelipper Post Office. I always love how all the town, like all the little buildings look like Pokemon and stuff like that. And this is the bulletin board. This is where you get your missions, just stuff like this, the non-story required missions. This is where you can get jobs, to get items, stuff like that. Info just shows you what they have. Ooh, a Viper Seed. I'm just gonna take this, and take this, and take this, and take this, and take this. Yeah. Oh yes, one thing you have to make sure you do is accept the job before you do it. You can actually take a, what's it called? This game is a bit of a big text dumpy at times. It really is. But just make sure you take job. You can do more than one job at a time, which is rather nice. In here is the Pelipper Post Office. This is where you can friend rescue counter. You can receive SOS mail. This is for friends who have died and stuff like that. I could probably show that off if there's someone else who would like to, I don't know, play along with me or something. If anyone else does that, rescue me if I ever fuck up, which I probably won't. I'm rather good at this game. This guy just explains everything that goes on around here at the Pelipper Post Office. Emails. Well, let's go over friend rescue. Screw it. I can explain it. Pretty much, you just get rescued by your friends. They go into the dungeon that you're at, and they help you out. But seeing as how we grabbed everything in here, let's go out on a mission. I am going to be skipping doing these. What's it called? I'm not going to... This is the last time I'm probably going to do these outside of just maybe a grinding episode or something. But I'm not going to be showing these. Pretty much you do quests, and that's how you get through the game. That's how you usually progress the plot. That's usually the event flag for doing that. But let's just mess around a bit. This way I can show off some of the newer stuff, and such as Tail Whip Tackle, which amazingly didn't kill it. Guys, I'm good at this game. Gained 45 XP. I can't remember how much we were getting last time, but it's like a half more. Yeah. As you can see, if we walked it that way, we would be basically freaking. It would get a free potion. It would get a free hit. Also, if you press start, it'll point you in the direction of the closest enemy, which is rather useful. And there we gain a level for Gaz. Somebody's trying to be useful. Defense went up by 2. Also, all the types in this game are the same. Type matchups are still important. One thing to remember though is instead of moves that do no damage to each other, like ground against flying, now do like 1/4 damage, I think. So it's like they do 25%, or even I think maybe even less than that. Maybe, I'm not sure. But they do like nothing at all. Also, which brings me to another part. What's it called? If you go to other, you can go to mission objectives, and it tells you what else you have to do. Quick save just pretty much you just save. It's for saving while you're in dungeons. Give up just let you leave. It's all pretty. It's a pretty straightforward. Let's see. 3, 4, and 5. Not really gonna go full on explore everything around here just because we've all seen it. The dungeons are random, so it's different every time you get in here. So, yeah. There's only like a set number of them, but there's so many that occasionally you'll see familiar ones, but they're all just a little bit different. If you just do this, it means you can continue on and rescuing more Pokemon. Although it is a good idea to fight everything in here, just clear the map, or just reveal the entire map. It's a little bit, takes a little while, and we're kind of on a, not really a budget, but time limit here, time frame. And I'd rather not keep these make these too ridiculously long. As you can see, abilities are also still in here. Let's see. Oh, sweet, a level up 10. Ah, withdraw. And it does absolutely nothing. Withdrawal really just increases your defense. Which also brings us to tactics. You go to your team, you have, well, as long as they're not the lead, you can change their tactics. Like, Let's Go Together is pretty much the best one to do. This one, Go After Foes, just makes you, makes them go after Pokemon. Foe comes close, Pokemon will attack. Either way. This one, pretty much, yeah. I don't really move any of them off of Let's Go Together, because it's just really the best one. Because keeping your team together is really what keeps you alive usually. Although sometimes it will screw you over. It's more, it's usually a lot situational, but I never change it off. Although there will be times where you just get warped with Pokemon. I'll explain it more when we get to it. And we've reached another designated floor. Let's find the Pokemon we need to here. Also, be careful with linked moves, because if they run out of PP, then what's it called? Then pretty much they'll come apart and you'll have to pay money to link them again. So usually once they get around, it'll tell you once it gets around 2 PP. So just be careful. Just pay attention to that. And as you can see, we rescued a Pidgey there. There's other types of rescue missions. There's also what's it called? Escorts, which give you more points to oh god, I have to go over that. I'll go over that when we finish it. But the second generation, what's it called? The second gen games came up with added another form, which was to hunt down outlaws and stuff like that, which was pretty cool. They gave you more rescue points and stuff like that. Oh god, tackle. And thank god nothing in here has an electric type move. But no. There we go. Moving down to the final floor. Need to give someone an apple. It's a good thing they're just all over the place. One thing that the second generation's games seem to be don't have is they don't have huge apples. You can only find them. You can't buy them. It's weird. But one thing I noticed about this game is because in the later games, they let you oh, okay, getting hungry. Eat an apple. Because you get a bigger bag, your bag can hold more spots. What later games seem to have less items on the ground because you could carry more with you. But this game seems it's just items all over the place. So even if you have full items, just feel free to eat things off the ground. It doesn't do anything. It's pretty much the same. So like if you see apples and stuff on the ground, just feel free to eat them. At this point, I would just hold on to them simply because it's good to have a stockpile. But as you can see here, this is the rescue, or this is the post-rescue thing. This is where you get your rewards. We get 100 Poke, Cloud 9. Oh, I forgot I named that. And rescue points. Rescue points go towards your rank. Also missions have ranking that tell you their difficulty. I think it's, let me see right here. It goes E, D, C, B, A, S, and star. Star being the highest. The higher the difficulty, the more rescue points you receive. And those are usually, I don't remember seeing any star ones, but those are probably like ridiculously hard. But there's also the rescue team rank. You get normal, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and then Lucario, which you might recognize as a 4th gen Pokemon. This is pretty much one of the biggest hints to 4th gen, I think, as it showed 3 of the Pokemon. And you actually get, for getting Lucario rank, which I don't think I've ever done, you get you get a Lucario statue. You also get statues of a Weavile and a Mime Jr. And then I think you get Bonsly also, as well as a statue, but I think that's just repeating the full game. But I'm Chaos Jester, signing off with peace, love, and assorted taco greases. Chaos out. Peace.